Hello, and welcome to Get Crafty with Sarah. Um, Today we're going to be making mason bee houses because mason bee houses are mason bees are important to the environment, and it's getting close to Earth Day. It's the 22nd of April, so that's next week. So mason bees are small bees. They don't make honey, but they do pollinate the local like plants and stuff. So they're important to your local ecosystem. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making these little mason bee houses, and what they'll do is they'll go in here and they'll lay their eggs, and then they won't just leave. I mean, they'll stick around for the hatching, and then they'll leave. And so what you will need is a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll, some scissors to cut them up. Please be careful with scissors. Some glue and some straws. You will need either use paper straws or you can use plastic straws. I have paper straws because I was already going to use them for a different project, and I ended up not using them. So I have a whole bunch of paper straws. So, and we're going to use a lot of them. So don't think that, oh, that's a lot. She's not going to use all those. Yes, we're probably going to use all of these. So, yeah, anyway. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our roll of empty toilet paper or our paper towel roll or whatever that you have, and we're going to bend it. So take it at one end and make sure that it bends so that the other end can be folded onto it. So kind of like this. So make sure that there's no gaps, basically, because if there's any light at the other end, the mason bees won't go in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to glue all of that together. So I would use either Elmer's glue or hot glue, or please be careful with hot glue and not burn yourself. I know you're adults, but like, please know what you're doing. Or use fast drying glue. So it should come out to look something like this. This one is already glued. And as you can see, no light, because let me put it up to the light here. No No light comes through. Anyway. So the mason bees will have a nice, happy little home in there. Now we have to put the straws in. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your straws and if they come in a package like this, just take them all. Just take them all out. And you're going to cut them into thirds. Just eyeball it. It doesn't matter. They can all be different lengths. So I would say burp, burp. If you've got a roll of toilet paper, then you could probably just stick the straws in as they are. But since I've got a roll I mean, if you've got a paper towel roll, I don't know if I said paper towel or toilet paper. If you've got a paper towel roll, you can probably just stick them in as they are. But since I've got a toilet paper roll, okay. Now that the straws are everywhere, it's probably a good idea to try and, you see how when you cut the straws, they make a hole like this versus like that? Like it's almost like an oval shape. Try to keep those at the back, because it'll be hard for the little babies. It'll be hard for the bees to get in. It's already going to be a little bit hard because the straws are so small. But anyway, just grab a whole bunch. And just stuff them in there. And keep stuffing until they're filled, until it's filled to the brim with straws. And as you can see, I've already filled mine up with the straws that I have, and it's not enough. So I have to cut my 2/3 length straws again. Wait, there's one. And I won't have to cut them as much because probably only have to cut up a few. Because once you cut them, then they double. Where's my scissors? Don't lose your scissors. Okay. Once you've cut, then start stuffing. And start stuffing in the There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That one that just like sticks out real long. And sometimes you'll think it's full until you do this. Do the blizzard check, the Dairy Queen blizzard check, and make sure that none of them fall out. And even so, if you can squeeze if you can squeeze one more in there, do it. They're just try to squeeze it in there with another straw. Okay. It doesn't matter if it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it that well, but I don't know if it doesn't matter if it looks like if the ends are not all even. That doesn't matter. The bees won't care. They won't care. They'll use it. If you've got one that sticks out like that, you can probably cut it. But this one, like they all stick out a lot. Well, not all of them, but there's a lot of them that stick out a lot. Oh, I forgot to mention string. You will also need string to hang the thing up. I forgot string. So, let's pretend I have string. And we'll tie the string around here, and we'll tie a knot, and then we'll make a loop, and we'll tie it, and then it becomes this. And you will have made a lovely mason bee house. Now, these don't attract bees, and mason bees are not like wasps that will sting you. Granted, don't go poking around in here asking for trouble. But if you see a bee at this nest, like, don't go poking around it. But by the same token, this is not going to attract a whole swarm of bees. This is just going to attract one or two to come in, leave eggs. They're kind of like birds. Leave their eggs in there. They'll I actually don't know if they leave after they've laid eggs or if they stay, and but either way, this is a place for those one or two bees, to lay their eggs. There's not going to be a whole swarm. Anyway. And like I said, mason bees are important for the environment. So it's a good idea to put that out there near plants and stuff, and like in your garden or something like that. Maybe not hang it right outside your house, but you can put it in your garden, or yeah. So there you have it. A mason bee house. It's like if we didn't make a nest for these little guys, they would like drill little holes in your fences or find little holes in trees to make their nests. It's not like there's a shortage of nests anywhere. It's just nice to it's just a nice thing. You know, they come around and they see this and they're like, oh, there's some nice holes for us to make our nest in. Very nice, thank you. So yeah, there you have it. Mason bee homes. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to stop recording.